Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to this new episode of your favorite podcast. And this is your host, Martin. All right, guys, so let's go straight to the point. I want to talk to you about frequency of posting, especially for business. So, frequency. How often should you post? Right? This is a question that a lot of people are asking me all the time, and I wanted to make a video to answer this. So the reason why, why people are asking is there's so much information on the internet about, well, you should post every day, you should post once a week, you should post 2 times a week, you should post at 7 p.m., you should post at 8 a.m. And you're like, dude, everybody's telling me something different. What is it that I need to do? Okay, so you might be checking out this podcast here. I make daily content, okay? And you're like, well, Martin makes daily content. I guess daily content is the way to go, right? Well, not really, okay? And I will explain why. And there's so many examples. So when people come to me and say, oh, how often should I post and stuff? Should I do two? Should I do? And I say, look, you go on YouTube and check 100 channels. You will see that there are people who are massively successful by posting twice a week. Some people are massively successful posting once a month, and some people are massively successful posting every fortnight. All right. So the question, how often should you post? For now, I'm giving you an answer that says it really depends. Okay, but please don't stop the video because I'm going to go deeper and you're going to understand that there's actually a formula to this stuff. Okay, so you can see by looking at because here's the thing. One thing that I want you guys to do in this podcast is this, and I want you to think. And this is what I want everybody. I have a community, I have a mastermind, and the only thing I ask people is to think. Okay, don't just take advice from coming and then just repeating that, not processing it. Okay, people tell you, hey, you should post only once a month. Well, so how come this person is successful? They post every day. Oh, you should only post twice a week. How come this person is successful? They post once a month, right? So look at the data. Don't just look at what or listen to what people say. Okay. So if you do this, it will save you. It's not just business. It's in everything. Look at the facts. Look at the data. All right. So my question, because you might be wondering. Okay. Here's what the ideal frequency is. Okay. Understand that the frequency doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter. This is not the metric you should go after. Okay. You should go after a standard of quality. Okay. Now, please, I want you to process that again. Do not go after the frequency. You need to go after a standard of quality. So let me explain. The ideal frequency for your content or for whatever it is that you're doing is the frequency that allows you to maintain that level of quality. If you are able to record videos of the quality that you want 3 times a week, then 3 times a week can be your frequency. If you're only able to do it once a month because it requires so much research and preparation and this, it's once a month. Do not base your schedule on the frequency itself. Just base everything on the quality. Okay? So your job is step 1, you go and you write down exactly what is the quality that I want to deliver to my audience. All right? Once you're clear on that quality, then you're going to decide, okay, you're going to reverse engineer. What is it that I need to do to achieve that level of quality? All right? You write those things down. How much time does that take me? Right? So you break it down into like smaller steps, obviously, and then you figure out how much time does that take me. All right? So now you know exactly, look, to produce the video to the quality and the standard that I want my audience to watch, it takes me about a week and a half of preparation. And so I will go with a fortnight, all right? And I'll post twice a month. This is how you need to make the decision. So I'm not saying that this is your case. I'm just giving you an example here, all right? And if, for example, you have a channel, it's like an investigations, like investigative, I don't know if that's a word, like documentaries and stuff, where you need to conduct interviews and you need to look at archives and everything. Obviously, you won't be able to make a daily show. You won't. It might take you a month, or it might take you 2 months. There are probably channels that will post every 2 months, but when they do, there's so much. I saw a video about this guy who was doing all that kind of stuff, you know, looking like, I don't know, the biggest heists in history or a big scandal and around this, blah, blah, blah. Like looking at the backstories and stuff, that takes a lot of time, all right? And I don't think he posts every month, you know, that maybe you post twice a month, or once every 2 months, okay? So anyway, that's my point. My point is, who cares about the frequency? You should not care about the frequency. You will, so the quality will tell you what the frequency is going to be, okay? Because otherwise, your frequency is going to dictate the quality that you're going to deliver. All right? If you're trying to go too fast and then you have to half-ass things, okay? Now you're like, hey, but what about you? You post every day, you know, you don't care about the quality and stuff? All right, so that's a very good question, even though you didn't, I'm glad you asked, even if you did it. Well, I'll be very honest with you. I am happy with this quality. I'm very happy with it, okay? I'm super happy with this quality that I can deliver, and I know I can deliver this quality every single day. Why? Because I've organized, so I have the studio here, right? And everything is already set up. All I have to do is to sit here, record this video. So I press the button on that camera that you see there. I have the lights and blah, blah, blah. I record a video, and there's some minimum editing that we do. And boom, I am happy. This is the quality I'm happy with. And now, over time, I can decide that, hey, you know what? I'm going to make it better and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm going to optimize my process. So I'm pretty confident that I can still do it daily, because this episode is going to last, what, like 15 minutes or something? It's just 15 minutes of my day. So I can start making this thing better, and it's going to take me 30 minutes instead of 15. It's still acceptable, okay? But this is how it works, right? So don't just look at other people and like, this channel posts every day, I'm going to do it. No, they do post every day for a reason. It's because there is a certain level of quality that they want to achieve, and they are positive that they can achieve that quality every day. If you cannot achieve yours, then you know, the frequency, and you pick the frequency. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, okay? Me, I like to do daily stuff, right? So there is content, and I help more people daily, and I like this stuff. I like what I'm doing, man. That's the beauty of what I do. I love what I do. I come here, I sit down, I talk to you guys, some of you guys, and guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like, honestly, whoever's listening right now, thank you very much, because you are on the other side of the planet somewhere. You have other things to do, man. I mean, life is going on. You take a few minutes of your day to listen to me blabbing here in front of this camera. You know what I mean? And I want to have a quality where you feel like you're just having a drink with a buddy, and you're just talking. Okay? I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to be a college professor and you know, wearing the suit and tie with a nice studio, blah, blah, blah. I want you to have a real experience, right? Sometimes I stutter, sometimes I say, and stuff. This is how your friends are going to talk, okay? And that is the experience that I want to give you, and that's why I can do it every day, okay? So hopefully it helps you guys in terms of, because I know it's a big roadblock for a lot of people. Right? I see people who overthink this. They're like, oh yeah, I want to start the channel, but I don't know, you know, if I need to do daily, I need to do this, then I need to do some research, and they never start, okay? Don't worry. Don't worry about the frequency. Do the frequency that allows you to deliver the quality that you can, right? And that's it. It's that simple. So make the first episode. You want to start a podcast? Make the first episode, okay? Just make the first one. And then you check, how much time did that take me? Do I like the quality? No, for me to have a better quality, I need to do this. So you record the second, right? And then at some point, you're going to get at a point where you're like, that's it. That's what I want, right? Now, how much time did that take me? And then for you, reverse engineer from there, okay? So, guys, these are things that, so I have a community, and in this community, I can help you guys, figure some of these things out, right? And actually get some action. I was actually thinking of rebranding, coming up with the executioner. That will be my name. I'm the executioner. So I'm not going to kill people and chop heads off and stuff. But execution is what will get you results. Action, okay? And removing all these roadblocks and things that are slowing you down, that has probably slowed you down in the past, or maybe right now, you might be one of those people like, oh my God, you know what? That's so helpful, okay? And that's what I want to do for you guys. So there's a community, right? Under here, there will be a link in the description. Join the community, right? Because every day I will be in that community and you have access to me, and I can help you guys with some of these concepts and stuff, okay? So guys, I guess that's pretty much it. There's no need for me to make this episode longer. And I wanted to say, again, thank you very much, especially if you're still listening to this. Some of you guys, I'm actually communicating with some of you guys, right? They send me emails and stuff. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that I value is people's time. I value your time. You're giving me your time and your attention. That's the most precious thing you have on this earth. You're giving it to me. You God knows somewhere in the world, right? It's I'm always amazed by technology. People take it for granted. I had this conversation with someone. People take it for granted. Internet, it's been here for the longest time. So people don't, they're not, they don't take the time to analyze things. But think about it. I'm here in my room, and I'm talking in this microphone, and you're on the other side of the planet, and it's as if we were in the same room, and we can share ideas, and we can, make the world a better place and stuff. It's fantastic. Every single day, I marvel at this stuff. And again, thank you very much for following this podcast. If you do like the podcast, if you like the format and stuff, by any means, please subscribe. That's the thing. I'm not trying to blow up, like become mainstream or something like this. I want people who like really resonate with the message to be like, hey, you know what? I really like this podcast. It's really authentic and stuff. Let me subscribe. So if that's you and you think like, dude, this is really cool. I feel like I'm talking to a friend. Just subscribe and then we can stay in touch. Okay. That is pretty much it for this episode. I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.